Hi guys, this is Big Boss and I'm here with
Rain in the Snow.
Rain in the Snow, and today we're gonna unbox this Dualshock 4 back button attachments for the PS4 controllers. I'm very excited to open this. So I want you to open it. We're gonna open actually the one that is like really sketchy, like it looks like somebody actually already opened it. So I actually don't know what we're gonna find in here, but I figure we're gonna find out together. So we're gonna give the knife to Rain in the Snow, and he's gonna open it up, and then we're gonna do a comparison with the Elite controller from the Xbox and see what we got. See how they compare. So here, show that because it's actually pretty cool. Whenever you open it,
Reminds me of the starting screen.
yeah, it's whenever you open something. So
Yeah.
why don't you like?
Should I read it?
No, you just get it out. So alright, so it is a back button. So there's nothing else. There's instructions, obviously, of how to put it together because it's actually really tricky to put it together, believe it or not. Here we have just a manual, have to pair. How to pair the controller. So let's put that right there. Let's do the box aside. And why don't you open this up where people can see it? There you go. All right. All right, man.
Oh, wow. What am I showing?
It's actually really cool. So, let's put this in trash. It's actually pretty cool, man. Have you got the chance to use the back buttons?
Not really.
Not really. So let's put this on. So, as you can see, this thing moves right here.
Why?
It's so that you can put it in, but once it locks, it's in it. It's gonna be very hard to get it out. So, you shove it in an angle. Let's see. We're gonna have to read the instructions.
Looks like a thought.
Yeah, it's really hard to put in. Yeah, let me see. Grab the instructions where it tells you how to put it on. Okay, I got it in.
Okay.
All right, it's really hard actually. Oh man, this drives me nuts, but we're gonna have to peel it off. All right, so here it goes. We'll peel it off. So basically the way that it works, if you hold down this button, it's right there. So you can like start changing it on the fly, which it's probably not gonna do it since the PlayStation is off right now.
Right.
But you hold the button down and it starts flashing, and then you start like trying to map it, and whenever you're like happy with what you want, you just press it again and it locks it. So see how you feel, how the back button feels to you. I know it only has 2 buttons, but honestly it's better than nothing. Now let's see a comparison, how this compares to the Elite controller from the Xbox. So now this attachment is $29. It's sold out as far as I know. It's come out twice already, and it's sold out. I suppose that the $170 Elite controller, which has 4 back buttons.
That's a lot.
So, what do you think? How do they compare?
Wow.
I've had the opportunity to use these back buttons a lot, and I absolutely love it.
So like, I'm not digging these ones. These ones.
So,
it's in the way of my grip, and it's kind of uncomfortable. You know.
so I was playing with this the other day with the Elite controller, and I see what Rain is now talking about. When you hold on the controller, you have to be careful not to press any of this.
It's very sensitive.
Because it's, yeah, the And so it seems like to get a grip of the controller, you literally have to do it with the pinky.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you try to put any pressure on this, you're gonna start pressing buttons. Now, on the PS4, you can actually have two fingers doing the grip to where like these fingers right here are actually doing the work.
And also, it takes a little bit more effort to click down, so it's not very sensitive on the click.
So you actually, and here, like I give him that, like it's very responsive, I guess. So what you know could be a good thing for us is a bad thing because, like I said, if you try to hold on to it, I'm already pressing four buttons. So whenever I was playing, I was holding on to this, and at some point, like my hand, my grip was starting to hurt because the way that I was holding the controller,
Right.
to where here you can actually have more grip to it. And like you
Yes.
said, like I'm resting my fingers here and I'm not pressing anything until I have to press it. To where here, if I rest my fingers in it, I already click four buttons.
Yeah.
So
Interesting.
So who needs this back button attachment? So
Depends on the gamer you are.
but you know what? I know that it's mainly used for like shooters and because people will do the reload. That's the big thing. So instead of like having to reload and having to take off your finger from here to reload, you can just press here while you're still maneuvering the camera. So like I can see why the reload is big. But let me give you an example. On The Witcher, right? So on The Witcher, you're driving with your horse, or you're riding your horse, and you have to press the X button for the horse to run, right?
Yeah.
Which means that you're going forward with this analog stick, but you cannot move the camera at all, right?
Yeah.
So if you're going and you have to go to tight spaces and you have to turn, you're not able to move the camera. Yeah. So what I've done is on The Witcher, because you can have two settings or two profiles here. So I have profile 1 and it's for The Witcher. So this button is actually the X button. So I press this button and the horse is running. I can go forward as well. And with this I move the camera, because I don't have to have this finger here. So I'm actually doing that. So in that sense, it's really good. There's other games like Ghost of Tsushima when you have to press this button to duck down and you have to press this button to run. So on that case, I'm gonna have the R3 and L3 button right here. So I can just press this button and duck down, and I can press this button and start running without having to press down. So honestly, man, if you have a PlayStation 4 and you can get a hold of these back buttons attachments, I say go for it, because for $29 you're getting a Pro controller, an official Pro controller. Because if you were to get like a Pro controller, it's not made by Sony, it's licensed by them, they approve of it, but they always feel cheap and they're all over the place. And this is as the closest thing to a Pro controller official by PlayStation. And honestly, man, like I said, I've used this on my base model PS4, and I didn't have one for the PS4 Pro. And honestly, I can't wait to use it now that I'm playing Ghost of Tsushima, and because of that. And any game, especially whenever you have to duck, whenever you have to press down and run. Death Stranding, that was another one, man, that you have to click down to run. If you just press this, go forward, man, no problem. But if you have to click down, go forward, do this, man, it'll do a number in your hand. So if you have a PS4 and if you run across any of this, I'll say grab it.
Yeah.
Don't you agree?
Yeah, I think it's a very useful thing to have, so that you're not knotting up your hands trying to.
Yeah, exactly.
And sometimes also clicking, I'm scared that I'm gonna break.
Yeah, I'm always scared of like the L3 and R3 having to click it down. But if you can just map it to this, man, you're gold. Like I said, just for that, you're good. But like I said, so many games were like running. You have to click down here. Like I said, The Witcher that I've been playing a lot. You have to press the X, and
That's very weird.
It's always noticeable on the horse when you ride the horse. And in fact, the Ghost of Tsushima is the same way. They have a same kind of mechanic with the horse, but with the horse, I think that you have to click the L3 rather than the X. That way you can still maneuver the camera. But I rather have the button for it. So whenever I play Ghost of Tsushima, I'm gonna run with this and I'm gonna dock with it, which is the L3 and R3. So if you have a PlayStation 4, I'll say get it. I mean, like I said, it's usually for shooters that they want the back buttons, but casual gaming, perfect.
Yeah.
So, all right, guys. So this is the unboxing of this Dualshock 4 back button attachment for the PlayStation 4. Stay tuned because we're gonna have more videos coming your way.
That's right.
Till next time, guys.
See you.
Bye.